We are in a different place. Look at that. We are beyond the Arctic Circle. Already flying over tundra. The weather is very scary. We're only at 4,000 feet because I want to stay above 0 Celsius because this plane cannot fly the icing. This is a new version of the Aerostar 0.9.11. We have a new, better DME, and also the circuit breakers now work. Those are the main changes. Other than that, the plane is still amazing. And we are heading to Naryan-Mar. Naryan-Mar is a tiny city, in the Pechora River, next to the mouth of the Pechora River in the Barents Sea. Oh yeah, we are definitely way to the north. Naryan-Mar was founded in the 20th century. Oh, look at that. Little break in the clouds. It's been rainy throughout most of the flight, so look at how nice this is. Let me get some external views while I can. Very, very nice. Anyway, Naryan-Mar was a city founded by the Soviets to extract coal and lumber. And then, of course, the demand, especially for lumber, has plummeted throughout the 20th century. So it is now an oil city. But since Naryan-Mar has an airport and a port in the river, and it's kind of the only airport in hundreds of miles from here, it does have some tourism, apparently. Yeah, it must be a nice place to visit. There is even a road you can actually, according to Wikipedia, you can drive from Moscow to here. Must be a hell of a whole trip. But, you know, that's where we're going. So this land is the homeland of the Nenets people, which are an Arctic people, you know, very different genetically and linguistically from what we have in Russia and in most of the world. They were traditionally herders, nomadic herders, and they herd reindeer. That's what they have done for hundreds of years. And there was a interesting, if tragic, development once, you know, Stalin got in, because Stalin's drive was to Russify and to settle all the nomads. So, oh, the ADF has picked up as well. I'm waiting for vectors, by the way, because we're still 20 miles. We are going to do an RNAV procedure, but again, as has been the case with those airports in Russia, we don't have the chart. We're being vectored to an RNAV, which is something very unusual. Let's see how Beyond ATC deals with it. Look at this ground, man. It's great. So Stalin forced the Nenets to settle, which meant they had to give up the reindeer for the most part. And this led to a total social upheaval in Nenet culture, because traditionally herding reindeer nomadically was the province of the men, whereas the women were responsible for everything that was domestic. And once they lost their nomadic life, the men suddenly had no role to play in the society, because they wouldn't do the stuff that was traditionally female, of course. The male-female distinction is a basic ethnological one for almost all societies. And they had nothing to do, which meant they either became drunks, fortunately, or they joined the army. And yeah, I mean, after Stalin died, things started to get better, and the Nenets were able to recover some of the reindeer and some of their...
Echo Charlie India 27, turn right, heading 290, vectors for the approach.
All right, heading 290, CCI 27. So yeah, after Stalin died, they were able to recover the reindeer, and also so they recovered a part of their cultural traditions, which that's really helped. But yeah, that's an interesting ethnological trivia, I guess. I mean, not trivia, it was very serious for the Nenets, and it's just an example of how outside interference can be a huge problem. Anyway, you can see that we are going actually pretty slowly as far as the Aerostar is concerned, and that because the wind is, look at this, we have a 36 knots headwind. I'm really worried that we'll have a huge crosswind when we try to land. We'll see, because we're going to runway 06, and man, that's gonna be a problem. We also have no altitude indicator, because I don't know the altitude or the procedure, so I hope they clear us to descend, but if not, when we get closer, I'll descend to 2,000 feet. The airport is almost at sea level. At least we got rid of the rain, which is nice. Get some more external shots. Oh, okay. That landing light's going, just in case. We are getting close to the airport. The heck is that? Okay, yeah. We turn right soon. We really need to start descending. I'll just descend to 2,000 feet and hope for the best, really. Hope that ATC won't yell at us. This does look like an amazing place to visit. Look at that. I mean, I'm Brazilian, so I've never seen anything remotely like this. And the sea is not far from here. Not far at all. The ADF is helpfully pointing towards the airport, so... Is there anything I should tell ATC? No, I don't. I guess not. I also don't know the Oh, 997, huh? That's something we should do something about, because that's very low pressure. Look at that, we lost almost 1,000 feet just by adjusting the QNH. Okay. Okay, 2,000 feet. Stable. I will reduce speed. My full mixture already, so I don't have to worry about things. Turn off the heating. I'm sorry, mysterious passenger. I do keep pitot heat because I believe, yeah, we're nowhere close 10 degrees. And I need to slow this plane down. ATC hasn't complained, so... Oh, this looks pretty. Look at that. And we see the airport. It's a modded airport. And... I have no idea. Again, it's an old mod. So it's always a crapshoot whether they'll work in Flight Sim 24 or not. I usually take the risk. It's very rare that they don't work at all, but it has happened. I wish... How is the vectoring going? Or I'm cheating. I'll see, we should be told to move right pretty soon. And we'll see Naryan-Mar, I hope, and the airport. Oh yeah, I'm glad the weather here is better because we had some very heavy rain throughout the flight. I mostly couldn't see anything. Oh yeah. Is there anything? Look at that. This is the Pechora.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, 3 miles from AM002. Turn right, heading 020, maintain 2,200 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared Arnav runway 06.
Turn right, heading 020, maintain 2,200 feet until established, clear Arnav runway 06, CCI 27. And this is basically how the ILS goes, I guess. We'll go... We'll just follow this. We're 2,000 feet, so it's okay. I'm not gonna climb. Yeah. This is just 60 or so.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, contact Naryan-Mar Tower 124.0.
124.0 CCI 27. Our CCI 27 on final runway 06.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, Naryan-Mar Tower, runway 06, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 06, CCI 27. We do have approach mode. I don't know if altitude is going to work. Get flaps going. Fuel pumps. That's Naryan-Mar, the city. I think this is the airport. Could be. It's holding altitude so far. Can drop gear. Once we are at the next waypoint, I'll start descending. It seems to be descending. I have no idea if that's how our nav is supposed to work in the Aerostar. But figure it out. Let me see anything. There's it. Let's. How is the wind? Oh my god. That's almost twice the demonstrated crosswind for this. We are in trouble. We are in big trouble. Okay, it does seem to be sending us properly. It's turning us towards the runway. Holy moly. Okay. Okay. Hi, Naryan-Mar. You look nice. Look at that. This is a river. This is the Pechora River. This is not the sea. Oh god, I don't know if I can land this. Ay. Look at that. Look at how the plane is. Oh my goodness. So we passed the ADF. The mod works at least. We have a runway. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm turning off autopilot. Here we go. I'm not going to go full flaps, I think. I'll just try to. Point this thing. Holy moly. At least the runway is long. Huh. Although here on the ground, maybe the wind is less intense. Anyway, I think we're good. Famous last words. Oh my goodness. Okay, stop. There we go. Ish. Okay, that was something. That was something indeed.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next taxiway, 50,000. Whew. Yeah, the crosswind came a little bit better as we descended, but holy, that was scary. Okay, taxiway. We need a taxiway. Where is the taxiway? Taxiway. Not this, not this, this. Enter an aircraft. Right here. Okay. Up. A mixture. Thank you. Bumps off. Is this a taxi? Back in the rain. Anyway, whew. I think I'm forgetting all this strobe light. Naryan-Mar. Did get a good view of the city. Landing. We're in the Nenets, Republic of Russia. next time we'll either keep going north or we'll already be forced to turn back south. We'll see. We'll see. Depends a lot on the weather. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then.